when the sun's going down, no stars in the sky, I'ma head down the road across county line, where they roll up the smoke, they pour beer and wine, and hearts break on the jukebox, where the neon stars shine, where the neon stars shine, and the whiskey flow in the dark of the night, so nobody knows we're hanging on a memory, we're hung out to dry, just doing our time, where the neon stars shine. Well, the folks gathered around, they all look the same. They know my train, but can't remember my name. Ain't nobody listening, and that suits me just fine. Oh, they wanna hear me cry, where the neon stars shine, where the neon stars shine, and the whiskey flows in the dark of the night, so nobody knows. Been hanging on a memory, and we're hung out to dry, just doing my time, where the neon stars shine. Where the neon stars shine, and the whiskey flows in the dark of the night, so nobody knows we're hanging on a memory, and I'm hung out to dry, just doing our time, where the neon stars shine. Hell, I come 40,000 miles over here to see what them pretty little lips gonna do to me, baby. But every single time that I come around, it seems you got another man trying to keep you down, baby. Well, you might think you're driving me insane, but I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think you maybe ought to know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around long enough to know some things you can't take back, some things you just got to let go. Yes. Well, hell, I got Sammy on the phone, Nikki at home, trying to get along so I can be with you, babe. No, Some things you can't take back. Some things you just got to let go. Well, I ain't got time to change your mind, 'cause the bus is a humming. Are you staying? Are you coming? Come on, baby. Oh, I ain't got time to change your mind, 'cause the bus is a humming. Are you staying? Are you coming? Well, you might think you're driving me insane, but I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think you really ought to know this ain't my first rodeo. Hell, I've been around long enough to know that there's some things you can't take back. Some things you just got to let go. Well, there's some things you can't take back. Lord, some things you just got to let go. Oh, you gotta let go. Oh, Lord, you can't take it back. Well, in my absence, I'll be surely missing you. I've been working every day, and I sure hope your love is too. I never gave you cause to doubt me. Hope you always think about me. And if you think I'm gonna find another, it ain't true. Keep the home fire burning while I'm gone. I'll be back to fan the flame, it won't be long. Just a while and then I'm back where I belong. Keep the home fire burning while I'm gone. Lord, cancer trouble, you know what to do. I know you take care of yourself. There's a box of 22s, and my pistol's always loaded, and another in the sock drawer, just in case they think I'm gone. Come feed me. Lord, I know I've done some evil in my time, but that don't mean there ain't no goodness in this evil heart of mine. And it don't mean that I can't see the light. So while I'm out here fighting this good fight, just keep the home fire burning while I'm gone. I'll be back to fan the flame, it won't be long. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to, then I'm home. Keep the home fire burning while I'm gone. Keep the home fire burning. Won't you keep it burning, honey, while I'm gone?
Likely the light of mine will burn out in the mountains where I spend my rambling years. I paid my sins from the poor traveling days. Oh Lord, please, can't you hear my prayers? So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit my rocking chair. I rode my body up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear. Most likely the son of mine will be found in the mountains where I'm born and raised. my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit in my rocking chair. I rode my body up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear. To a place where I can sit in my rocking chair. I rode my buddy up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear.
Welcome to the live stream. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. We'll be with you momentarily. Okay. All right. Unmute the microphone. Good evening, fine people of the internet. Tonight we are streaming on Rumble and YouTube. We're working on Durango Sand House. And if you look at what my thumbnail was, you can see the progress that I made on it. I think I started on it on Saturday. And so I'm about almost halfway through it. The hardest part is done. The sand bin, putting it together was fairly easy, but putting the wires and the nut bolt washer deals on each one of those posts, 10 of the posts, was a bear. It was very stressful, but I made it. I made it through there. Okay, so we're going to talk about what I did so far on that and what I've been doing other than on the workbench, and do some train shows, and maybe tonight afterwards we'll have an after party. But since I'm a premium creator, the after party goes to Rumble Premium, so I can't do nothing about it, but that's where it ends up going. So it goes to Rumble Premium. So we'll, do this normal amount of time, and then we'll do Rumble Premium afterwards. So far this month, I got 37 and a half hours of streaming on Rumble. So I'm on a roll. So, and we're only on the 23rd already. So, okay. So if you haven't done so already, smash that like button. And here we go. Here, this thing right here. Oop, that way. Always get that wrong. Okay, so you know what I mean. Okay, but here's the other thing. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. Follow me on Tom Kovichak or Tom's Trains. Hit the bell notification. And better yet, sign up for Rumble Premium. What are you waiting for? You know why you want to sign up for Rumble Premium? Because you have ad-free viewing. Break free from ad breaks. Watch your favorite videos on live stream without advertisement. That means you don't have to sit there and click through 2 advertisements before each live stream or video. Then you get premium content. Gain access to exclusive premium content from creators like Steven Crowder, Dr. Disrespect, Tim Pool. They all have it. Even I have it. I'm a premium creator, and I even have the premium content. But if you're familiar with Mud Club, you get that free. If you're familiar with Timcast IRL's Uncensored, you get that free. And he now has the Green Room. You get all that advantages, and you also get a verified badge and other benefits. It's only $9.99 per month, US dollars, $99 per year. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Rumble Premium now. All right, there you go. Sign up for Rumble Premium now because there's a lot of good stuff on there. And you don't have to watch those stinking ads. All right, Debbie's on YouTube and Rumble tonight. So, hello, Debbie. All right. So, we're going to say a big thank you to supporters to get this out of the way, and then we'll go to train shows. You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and you can support me for as little as $2 a month now. Just $2 a month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would not be able to do this without your support. I really appreciate it. So we're going to take a look at some train shows here in a second. I got to get it all set up because trying to avoid the echoes in here. I didn't want to put the presentation up right away. So get it up here and we'll get to the train shows. All right, so I got the Golden Spike Enterprises website up here. And so let me go over, let me see where we're at right here. So the next one is Columbus, Ohio, April 26th, Ohio Expo Center. So don't know where that is. And there's Gerald Stewart. He said he finally got in, and then Red and Debbie said hello over there. Let me put this up here for the YouTube people because you can't see the Rumble chat on here. Hold on a second. Get the good stuff up here. Okay, there we go. Boom. There's Gerald and Debbie up there. All right. So, okay. So, and what comes after Columbus, Ohio? D-Land, July the 12th. And then Atlanta, August the 23rd. Oh, my goodness. And then D-Land again in October. We'll skip by that. But here's the biggie one here. Trainshow.net. I stumbled on this about a month ago, and they got some good stuff on here. And I was just looking down here to this stuff here, and this thing right here looks familiar, don't you think? Hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Oh boy. I got that thing too, huh? I wonder where they found that. It was on the interweb here someplace. So, all right. So let's go to the calendar, and they got some stuff on here that uh, of all over the United States, all over the North America, all over the world. But I'll put some ones in here that I'm familiar with. And where are we? Pensacola Rail Fest, April 26th and 27th. Here we go, right there. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Pensacola Interstate Fairgrounds, 6655 Mobile Highway, Building 1. $10 children, 12 and under free, parking free. And they got T-Track, N-Track, and T-Track Z. So I wonder if Senior Chief is going to be there, because he does a lot of T-Track at his show 2 hours away from there in Tallahassee. So we'll be going to the Tallahassee one, but Pensacola is a little bit too far for us. So we will not be going to that one there. So let's go back here. And let me see. What's the other one? Morton County Fairgrounds. Okay, see if they got something here. Spring Open House. Okay, so it just tells you where it is. Stuart, Florida. That's about an hour, a little bit over an hour from here, hour and a half from here. And they got all their layouts are a permanent fixture in the fairgrounds. So it's nice to see. They got a nice big G scale one, a big Lionel one, HO and N scale, and ON 30. And what else they got? Another Lionel Christmas one. And I think that's about it. And then vendors here and there. So a lot of good stuff there. We've been there a couple of times. We might go to that one again. See, we were there on the January one. So we might go there again. Okay. And what's the other one? I'll go down to this one over here. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, I'll go right to the one, because the next one I was going to talk about was the Amherst one. Northeast Large-Scale Train Show Moves to a Better Living Center. This is the Amherst in West Springfield, Massachusetts. The Amherst Railway Society presents the Northeast Large-Scale Train Show in 2025. The event will be moving to the Better Living Center, where over 100,000 square feet of exhibit space on the Eastern States Exposition Fairgrounds. The show covers all facets of large-scale railroading, model railroads, railroad art and photography, railroad history and preservation, tourist railroads, railroad artifacts, and railroad books and videos. The Amherst Railroad Society defines large-scale as any of the following: S, O, G, F, 725 gauge, 7.5 gauge, 1.5 to the foot and larger. So, and there's about the Amherst Railroad Society right there. So, and NELAST, or I'll just put this in the chat. So I'll put it on both. There we go. So you all you people can see it there. Okay, let's get rid of this one here. Then there's the Greenberg shows. Pennsylvania, Illinois, New Jersey, Maryland, Chantilly, Virginia, all that good stuff. Wilmington, Mass, Rochester, New York, all that good stuff right there. And Southern Division of the Train Collectors Association, Polish American Social Club, Prima Vista Boulevard, Port St. Lucie, Florida, May the 10th. Coming up in May. And then they got a bunch of Regal Railway ones here, May 17th. And then Melbourne, June 1st. another Regal Railway in Pinellas Park, 2 Regal Railways in Pinellas Park in June and August. September 7th is also Melbourne. And we like to go to Melbourne because TRF Trains is about 2 miles from there. So that's always a good one to see. And here's the Timonium one, May 3rd and 4th. Click here to get your express entry tickets and skip the ticket window. The ticket window is right there in the front. So I don't know, it's not too far. Show white elephant tables. Okay. Show floor plans. Hey, let's see what they have on a South Hall. Okay, let's take a look at the center hall. There we go. Center hall right there. There's the entrance right there. There's the ticket booth right there. And all this good. Now I think that's the white elephant table is right up in front there. And refreshments is in the back right there. So what I'm interested in is South. Okay. Yeah, South Hall. So usually they have the Craftsman Courtyard there, right around. Yeah, there it is, right there. Craftsman Courtyard, right there. And last time we was there, let me see. Can I expand this one here? Boom, boom, boom. Mini Prince was there. Oh, I could only go one. Let me see. Mini Prince was up here somewhere. So, well, they don't have him listed in there, so I'm not sure if he's going to be at that one because maybe he's going to Sparky's open house. So that's a good thing. Sparky's having an open house in a meet and greet in Canada this year instead of coming down to the States. Okay, so what else do I have? Okay, we got rid of that one there. And this is the other Timonium. And here's this one here. Add removed. Oh, good. All right. So that's all. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. What's that one? Let's see what they got there. Carolina Model Train Show. We buy train collections. All right. Friday, May 9th, Saturday, May 10th. Quality Inn, South Hawthorne Road, Winston-Salem. We went there a couple of times, but not to a train show. So I used to live in Cary, North Carolina. Okay, so let's go back here. What else did they got? There's Brookville. We got that one. Okay. Great Lakes Large Train Expo. Girard, Ohio. There's the Wheaton, Illinois, Bay State Model Railroad Museum. Okay, there's Timonium right there. West Springfield, Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. Granville, Pennsylvania. Spencer. Okay, here's the Spencer shops. Let's do this one here because that's always a good one. Hey, Sparky. What, a meet and greet in Canada? So cool. I'm in. There you go. All right. So when is it, Dave? Put it up in the chat so we can know. Fun for the whole family. Let me see. Spencer. Historic Spencer shops. That's nice. We were there in 2019 on our way home from our big vacation rail fan extravaganza. So it's a nice place. We might head back there again the next time we are traveling because we'd like to see that again. So, all right. And let me put this up here. Let me see. Get this out of the way. Let me get this back over here. And let me see. Are you going to have more information coming soon? Okay. More information. You don't have an exact date? You said you're having an open house at your at your layout. Your layout is going to be open to the public. And so we'll just wait. We'll wait. You gotta watch Sparky's videos. Okay, we'll put it up this way here. There you go. All right. Okay. So if nobody has any train shows, then I'm finished with the train shows here. I'm gonna delete all that stuff there and put some other stuff up here. What do I want? I did the on Monday's live stream. I did the DVD for Campbell's. If you want to see that, you got to go back to my Monday live stream. I'm not going to do it here on YouTube because they most likely will. Okay, here we go. They will most likely give me a copyright strike August 22 through 24. August. Oh my goodness. That's when I usually go up to Maryland. But I don't have a passport. I'd have to go get a passport again. I let mine expire. Oh my goodness. All right. I got to get some more stuff up here on my things so I could do some more stuff here. Okay. I want to see if they still have. I was looking to see if there was any more Campbell scale model stuff available. And basically, here's this one here, Factory Direct Hobbies. They just have their building stuff, small building stuff. Trains.com seeking instruction sheet for Campbell scale models. It takes a month to get a passport. I know. I got to go and fill out the damn paperwork again. I filled it out. When was it? 4 years ago, and we never turned it in. So I got to fill it out again, and then turn it in. Okay. So let me see what else we got. This is just a form here. Telk Factory needs the instructions, and then eBay. So I guess there's no more, unless you go to eBay, no more Campbell scale stuff available. But let me put this thing over here. And this is what the portion of the sand house looks like that I finished. This is the sand bin, and those are the wires. The wires didn't give me too much trouble. These damn little nut bolt washer castings, all 10 of them, gave me trouble because I had to put the wire in halfway through each one of these posts and then put those nut bolt washer castings in the rest of the way. So I just had that much of a thing to stick in there, and it wasn't very easy. Hey, Jeff Sykes, good to see you in here. Glad you can make it in here. This is the sand bin that gave me so much trouble. So we're going to be looking at that, but I want to show you what I was doing. Now on Monday, I showed about a minute's worth of what I was doing. And so I'll just show it to you from the beginning so you know what I'm doing. So you know why I'm not spending too much time at the workbench, because it's nice outside. It's still beautiful out there. The sun hasn't set yet. nice and cool yet. Beautiful days. So I'm out there working on stuff. So here we go. I got to get busy out here on the Monday patio on my back porch because I got a lot of work to do out here. Yesterday I painted this thing, and we just had to go get another can of paint because so I could finish off the bottom. I cleared out all the wood as much as I can. I got to cut this stuff up and clear all this stuff out of here. I got to get rid of this reverse osmosis thing, and get rid of my toolboxes right here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And here's Leaking Creek. I got to find a place to put it because the rest of this wood that I had out here, I put in the family room behind the couch. So this is the only thing I think I'm going to save from my last layout. This is the very last piece right here. So I hate to see it go, but I got to find a place somewhere in the house to put it because it's been sitting out here for the last couple of months. Okay, so we got some hunter green, so we could paint this, that chair over there, and then these two chairs right here. And then we got a tea cart over there too, so hopefully we got enough. I got 3 cans of the hunter green. And once we get rid of all the junk, this thing is going over here, and I could store all my tools on it. I got this out because I have to put air in the tires on my wheelbarrow and my little scooter. We've been out in the front. I think I planted about 7 or 8 plants and weeded this past week. So, and I got a bunch of mulch ready to go. And so got a lot more weeds to dig out too. This is what I dug out so far. But here's all the plants that I put in. We got another one, another lily, and then that one thing back there. But I planted all these over here, all that over there, and a couple of ones over on that side. There's our gardenias. They smell nice. I got some pavers over here. These are the 20-inch pavers that we're going to put in this spot over here where we got this lava rock. I got to pull up the lava rock and put in the wheelbarrow once I get air in the tires on the wheelbarrow. And I got some sand and other stuff to fill that in and put the pavers in. And then I got the small bricks over there also. And of course, mulch when I get finished with all that. And there's a trailer that my neighbor has that he's going to take all the stuff to the dump for me. And I got some more stuff. The wood that I pulled out of the garage when I moved in here. This has been little by little I've been getting rid of it, but this is what's left of it right here. So, and here's all the this is a 3/4 inch hose for the sprinklers. I think I bought 100 foot of it because I used about half of it. And I got some smaller stuff over here yet too. So I'm going to be busy the rest of this month trying to get stuff done here because I think 2 years ago I added these pavers right here. And all of these were randomly put over there. I had to dig all this area out because I had to dig up for the sprinklers. But right under where that hose is a 30-gallon barrel where the washer drains into that I have to extend because 30 gallons is just not enough to be able to do 2 loads a day. So I got to extend a drain out into the yard. But I have to dig up the yard out here. And I want to add about 60 more of these pavers right here out there. But my doctor says doctor says since I got the injection in my back, I went to a follow-up a couple of days afterwards, and he says, well, no heavy lifting, and if you got to do anything, sit down while you're doing your garden work. So I got to figure out how to do this while I'm sitting and lift these pavers. Those other 20-inch pavers I lifted from the van to the sidewalk, and I felt it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks out here. So workbench stuff is going to be short because I got a lot of work to do out here, as you can see. All this crap I got to move. And we got a grill that we got to put right here or over there. I'm not sure where I want to put it, but that's coming next. Well, I'm taking a break before I hose all this stuff out because I cleaned this off. So just going to move these two toolboxes right here and hose all this down right here. Get all that lint out of the way. Finished painting that. Got all these things out of the way here. I got to sort through all my garden stuff right here. And all of these things I got to paint hunter green. Well, this part of the family room became our storage shed right here. Well, we don't use it back here anyway. So all our Christmas stuff, and here's the stuff that I just pulled off the porch. Yeah. Everything is hosed down. All right. So hopefully this is all dry by now. It's been about an hour and a half since I painted the bottom part of this. Yeah, that's nice and dry. So I think I hit every inch of it. And put all my tools on the side over here, out of the way, so I can make some room over here. I still got to paint hunter green on this stuff right here. On these 4 pieces, and then that T-cart right there. Even got the kitchen sink out there. I'm going to find a place in the yard and turn it over, and Debbie's going to put some plants in it. So here's an update from today, and then we'll get on to it's Wednesday morning, and you can see right behind me I got all this arranged so far, and I got this painted, that painted, and this one halfway painted. I still got to do the other one, and the T-cart. And then I cleared all this out right here. Had to get all those pebbles out of there and put air in all the tires. So it's looking pretty good. Here's the deck. Well, I got everything cramped up on here because I just had the sprinkler on. I didn't want to get those wet that I just painted. But getting there. And I still need to do something with those tools over there. Maybe have a yard sale or something. And they're finally getting the trash. So got rid of the yard waste. And over here, I cut some more of the trunk down. So it's getting smaller and smaller as we go. Okay, I was watching a replay of the video, and yes, it does jump around a little bit. I guess it's not, the frames don't come up like they should, but that's okay. So I'm going to give you an update on what I've been doing. Let me see. This is from yesterday, I think. Let me see. Hold on a second. No, hold on. Okay, here we go. Well, get to the workbench stuff now. Here we go. Well, I got my hands full on this one right here. I had to get my calipers out and change the bit to a number 56, which is slightly larger than the hole for these nut bolt washer castings. Number 60 was very, very tight. It was 40 thousandths. Well, actually, the bit that I had in there, I'm not sure if it was a 60 that I had in there or not, because this looks a little bit thicker. This one is like in between 55 and 56. Because 55, I can't remember what I measured, but I got this set right here. But I don't think this is accurate because they said use 60, but 60 would have been way too small because I tried 59 and that was like 36,000. I needed 40 thousandths. So, and what I did to get the length of this, I took the battery out. I only put the battery in there so I could get the measurement for the drill bit. But to get the length of this wire, because it's a little bit longer than what is supplied. Now, on here, I just pushed them in there. I didn't glue them into place yet. I just wanted to see how that would fit. But what I did was just measured like halfway between each one of the dowels, just to give me enough room for the wire to get in on either side and have enough spacing for the nut bolt washer. And then I put this, where's my tweezers? Right here. Up against like this. Hold it up against there. And then I just press down on it so it just bends it slightly. So I know where to cut. Okay, so there's just a slight bend in there. So that gives me an idea of where to cut it. And that didn't didn't give me enough bend in there. Let me try this again. There we go. Now I can see that. You can see the bend right there. So I'll cut that piece off. Let me put my goggles on. And the last time I cut this, the long piece went flying. So let me see, try to get it right on the bend right there. And we'll push it in. Okay, come on. All right. Got filled up a little bit. Where's my other one? Here. Okay, we'll bring it down to the opposite side. And I have to see where the hole is. So I got to turn it this way. Let me do this again over here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just test it to see how far in I am. And what happened to this piece right here? Make sure I keep dropping it. Make sure I have enough on the end. Okay, I got plenty there. Now I can see I'm too far in on this side because I can see it poking out there. So, oops. So I pulled it back out. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is when I put these in there, I'll have to set the glue in on one side, and then come over to the other side and then glue it in. Okay. So I was going to hit it with rust beforehand, but I'll wait and do a dab of rust. Or maybe I could do the dab of rust now before I do it. Because I got to redo these ones over here too. So at least you know what's going on here. I thought it would be best to fill this up with sand before I start putting these wires in. So let me get this done, get this out of the way. So give it a chance to dry. And then when I did, I got rusted pipe and I dabbed the nut bolt washers with that. So we'll just put a bunch of glue in here and mix it around. Spread it out with my fingers. It's okay to get it over on the edges. And boy, That looks about right. So, all right, now that looks like a sand pile. Okay, good deal. I put the nut bolt washer details all on one side. Oop, lost one. That's what this one must have been that I found on the ground. Where did I put it now? Here we go. But anyway, it fell out. Okay, so I put them in there with a little bit of glue in there. That one I must have not had enough in there, but and then I'm putting the wire in. So I'll have to put this one back in, cut next 3 wires, and then put all the nut bolt washer castings on the other side. So I got to find that one right there. These are really small. Whenever normally you'd leave a lot more of the shaft on there to poke it in, but with it that small, it's hard to hold on to. Even with the needle nose, I had to use the needle nose because there wasn't enough grip on the edge of that those tweezers. And I had these other tweezers here. It's got a round hole in it, but it's too hard to. This is a spring-loaded one, but it's too hard to work with. I was hoping that one would work. Well, these nut bolt washer castings were a bear. Most stressful part of this thing because when I had to cut it off so short that there was nothing to hold on to. And whoo, it took me about a half an hour, but I got the one side in and then put the wires in. And I went through the sand in 2 of them. I'll have to go over this again later on before we finish up with the entire thing. But finally got them all in. I need a break, big time. Well, it's about time to go on to the next step. Bag B. Okay. So assemble west wall. Okay. So here's a list of everything that's in here. 1 piece 16th by 13/16 by 1 3/16. 1 piece, 1 piece, 1 piece, 1 piece. So it's west wall between left and center door, west wall between center and right door, west wall above right door, west wall above left door, west wall above center door. So all of them are the west wall. Okay. And then glue door frames in door opening, and then assemble east wall. East wall left of door, east wall right of door. Okay, so west wall corner post, east wall corner post, glue 4 walls to each other on concrete base. Repair and attach fascia and baseboard, mount roof support, ridge pole, and then shingle roof. Okay, so here is bag B right here. Let's see what we got in here. We'll try to define what is what. Okay, a lot of goodies in here. Bag B. Okay. So we got some sticks here. Some small pieces here. We're going to have to figure out which pieces is what. Okay, these are the corner posts right there. Another corner post. 1, 2, there should be one more in here somewhere. I got 3 corner posts, there should be 4. Okay, there's the 4th one right there. Okay. So here's all the small pieces of lumber. And here's all these little pieces right here. So we got to figure out where these things go. And different kind of siding on some of these. Oh boy, so when they say west wall, top and bottom, left and right, I guess they're right. So here is the drawing right here. That says B5 and B6, B3. Let me see if there's another drawing of this. B7, B4, B11, B2. Okay, so this is east elevation, north elevation, west elevation. So it starts out with the west, but the west is on the second page. Assemble the west wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces. So it looks like it's the this stuff right here. B7, B8, B9, B10. Where's B10 over? And B11. Well, I'm going to have to measure all these out because this is the drawing right here. So we're just going to have to measure 1 3/16, 1 3/16. So the height is 1 3/16. Okay. So 13/16. So one of them's 13/16. That's 13/16. Okay. 31/64. That's probably that. A half inch by 13/32. That's probably that. So that's B9. So 7, 8, 9. That goes over the door. 10 is half inch by half inch. Okay. Half inch by half inch right there. And 3/4 by 7/64. B11. Where's B11? I don't see B11 on here. B11. Okay, that's up on top. So that's a skinny one here. That's probably this one here. So B7, B8, B11 goes up right here. B10 goes right here because there's another door right there. And then B11. Okay, we got B11. Then B9. Okay. So that's one side wall right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So I wonder what these pieces are here, right here. Door frames are 16th by 16th by 3 inches. So that's probably these little things right here, door frames. B4, 5 pieces, 3/64 doors by 7/8. Okay. So do we have to build the doors? B4, 5 pieces, 3/64 by 7/8 by 1 3/16. Okay, I guess we got to build the doors, huh? So it's probably these right here. Okay, so I got to see what the door looks like. So the 2 doors on there are just stick builds. These right there. There's one here, one there, and then this one is open. So that's the first wall right there. So that, and then this, I'm going to have to measure this stuff so I can build the doors. I have all these pieces glued in place already. Okay, and I cut the corner pieces, the 16th inch square corner pieces for the door frame. We're going to apply them. Let's see how these go on. And instead of using the tweezers on them, I just poke them. Okay, so I need to glue on that end over here. Okay, that one goes there. This one will go right there. Yeah, it's slightly long, but we could trim that before we put the base on it. Fun stuff here. Now I had this one glued in place, but it did not hold, so I'm going to try gluing it again. And right now the only place we can glue it is on the very tip. I think right there. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Until we put the corner post on. Make sure we don't glue it to the, there we go. And we have to do the same on this end. And when we put the glue the door together, the door goes on the back side of it, so that'll help put all these things in there. You got a little bit of crud right there. Well, we'll let that sit for a while and dry. I was thinking that I would have to build the doors out of these planks right here, but that's not the case. These are B4 5 pieces, 3/16 by 7/8 by 1 3/16. These are the doors right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Woo-hoo! So all we have to do was just glue these from top to bottom. So that is a better better deal than gluing those little pieces together. So that helps out a lot. Okay, so I'll start on this side over here. So it goes from top to bottom. Let's see how wide this is. So we got plenty of surface right there, so that's good. That'll hold all this together in the back. Oh yeah, that makes things much easier right there. Let's do this other one. Here we can go all the way over to there with the glue. All right, so okay. Well, I'll leave it this way here. So let that glue in there and just put this in place right there. Don't need much of a weight on it. Whoa, all that work for just that one wall. Can you imagine that? Woo-hoo. Okay, so that was a lot there. We're going to head on over to the workbench right now to see what we got. That's where I left off. So we're going to, let me give you a live view of it right here. Boom, there it is right there. That's where we left off. And you can see the other wall right there. That one is just in 4 pieces, and then there's a door right in the center. So that one's going to be a little bit easier. So let me mute my microphone here and then head on over to the other. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm here on this end of the building now. Okay, so this is a nice kit, Campbell's scale models, Durango sand house. I don't know how much I paid for it. I must have got this online because there's no price tag on it, so I must have got it directly from Campbell's or somewhere. But I thought I bought it earlier than when I was here in Florida, but I got this DVD says 2007, so I had to get it after that. So let's go back down to here and see what we got going on here. So okay, and I got the chat up, so here in the train room chat. Okay, all right, so all we got is these two, and let me see the directions here. So this is the template right there, and the longer one goes on the left-hand side, and then we got these two little things in the center. We got to glue in there like so, and then we got to put the little 1/16 of an inch, these things right here, cut them to fit in the little space right there. Okay, so let me do that and see what the instructions say after that, because I won't be able to I'll be able to measure these things in there, but it'll be kind of delicate. Notch the north wall. Oh, okay, I can notch that out. Okay, so, all right, so here is the wall right here. And I got glue all over the glass right now. Okay, so let me scrape some of this glue off of here. All right. And try not to cut myself in the process. Okay. All right. So stick some more glue on there. And we ain't even going to need that much right there, but you know. I'll do it the other way here. And I'll just put the glue on these small pieces right here. I don't want to poke this too deep because it's delicate and I'll break it if I do. So put some there on that end. And on this end. And one end has got a batten right at the edge and the other end doesn't. But on this one, the batten is on both ends, so they made them different. But we won't tell. Okay, there we go. We'll let that dry there. We got to cut some pieces out. So we'll cut the top and the bottom. Just mark it right here. I better put my goggles on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. That would be a good idea, huh? All right. And I can't see where I marked it. So we're going to have to mark it again. Okay, now I can see it. Perfect. Okay. So I'll put a little bit on each end. That's the top one. Oops. And a little off center, a little bit off. I did it crooked. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's why I got goggles. Which side did I put that on? Okay. Too much over the edge. I'll move this up. Uh-oh, it's stuck. Okay, there we go. Make sure it doesn't stick to the work surface. Okay, now the sides. Okay. Let me do that over again. I think I was looking at the wrong mark on there. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's going to be a tight one. So let me trim that just a hair. And I bet you this one's too short. Yep. Okay, so we got to do another stick. Okay. Oops. It fell off. Okay, you'd never think that that was 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, 8 pieces right there. You're cross-eyed watching it. Where do you think I am now? Does this one get covered up? Okay. The east back wall can now be edge glued in the same way as the front. There are 4 pieces to it which be and fills above the front door are fillers. This is not really a door, but merely an opening where the two course. Okay, so there's not. The sands are shoveled out. Cut the 4 pieces. Okay. Notch the battens 3/32 from the top of the wall for the fascia and 3/64 from the bottom of the baseboard, as you did on the. Okay, so there's now there's going to be I guess it's these right here are going to go across the top and halfway on the bottom because the half of it sticks on that. So I'm assuming. So 3/64, and this one doesn't go down to 64. That's 30. Uh, this one goes to 30 seconds. And this is only 3/32. So do you put 2 of them in there or what? Notch the battens 3/32 from the top and 3/64. Okay, 3/32 from the top. Okay, I got it now. So this wide here. 3/64 from the bottom. Okay, so I got just mark this one here. And let me just notch this out. And okay, that's why I don't like the 18 because it's wider. But I guess you could do 2 at a time. Let's make sure that that's big enough. It didn't go all the way down. Let me try this way. Nice way to cut my fingers. Three 30 seconds right there. Okay. My goodness. Okay, you're really going to get cross-eyed now. Oop, went too far with that one. Yeah, I'll just on this one. Okay, right there. Just knock it all the way off. We all know the difference. Holy moly. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This may take all night notching these things out. Let me see if I got the clearance. Yep, that's still good. All right. We're halfway through. Just think I got to do the other wall too. It would help if I had a sharp blade. Ooh, man, did I go too far with that one? I'll just slice it here first. Yeah, it don't make a difference. Oh boy. Well, the bottom half I'll do off off of the live stream, so you don't have to watch me doing this for the top and bottom of both of them. I got to do the top and bottom on this one too. Half the distance on the bottom because these things sit on this base right here, so it hangs over the edge. All right. Oh my goodness. Hey, Just Trains, how you doing? I missed you. I don't have a 15 knife. I got an 18. I'm working on Campbell's Scale Models Sand House. Yeah, I'm trying to hurt myself. Well, I should put a new blade in here. I was looking for 17-inch, not 17-inch, number 17 X-Acto blades. Hold on a second. Let me see what I got over here. Airplanes for your N-gauge layout. Did they make them that small? See, I got a bunch of these big ones. They're all big. Oh, here's a skinny one. Okay. Man, I got all kind of blades in here. So there's a skinny one in here, just one skinny one. The other ones are fat. Yeah, I got it. Number 18 is out the yin yang, but I don't like the 18s. I like the 17s because they're a little bit skinnier. But this don't even look like a 17. This looks, or it may be a 17. Who knows? All right. Well, at least it's a sharp one. There we go. This is the only one that I have, from what it looks like. I might have another bin full of stuff. Okay. Number 11. Okay. Number 11. You mean that one right there? I know. I'm doing it the hard way. Let's stick that back in. Okay, now I can't get the drawer back in. Get tired of replacing bin. Oh, yeah, okay. So here's some 11s. Some more 18s over here. In with my capacitors. Okay. I ran out of drawers. And I was looking for these things and I couldn't find them when I was trying to string that wire through on Otis Cole. All right, so Jeff's trains. Here we go. This is the kit right here, Durango Sandhouse. And this is what I'm working on right now, this part right here. This is what I got finished, the sand bin. Okay. All right, Gerald. Let's do it this way here. Is that better? All right. You've been trying to show people how you build it? You got videos out? Would you look at that, huh? For being a brand new blade, that don't seem very sharp. It might have been in there for ages. Okay. Seriously. Okay. That one's being difficult right there. There we go. You can see the different textures in the wood. This wood is a little bit different than this wood over here. Okay. Woo-hoo. There went my finger. I think I got it out of there quick enough. We'll see if the blood starts coming out. No, no blood yet. Yeah, and these battens over here on this end, they look like they're already halfway trimmed down. Okay, that's it for the top. Okay, so what's the next step? Cut this. This is scribed part way. You can see the scribe marks over here. Let's just go a little bit deeper. And this is the side that goes up against the bin. Okay. Got to go deeper with this one here. Did that go through? There we go. All right. Don't know when DuPage County Fairgrounds. Where are you at, Jeff? I remember looking something up from DuPage. Let me see. Hold on a second here. Okay, Northern Illinois. Okay, so How far are you from Wheaton, Illinois? DuPont. Okay. It says August 4th. Great Midwest Train Show, August 4th. August 4th. Okie dokie. Now, what's the next thing we do? Notch north and south walls. Notch north and south. Oh man, I got to do north and south walls too. Notch the battens on the two end walls 3/32 from the top two edges at the roof line in the fascias, and at the bottom 3/64 for. Oh man, I got to do it on these things too. Okay, so I got to do from here. Oh my goodness. I'll put the corner post in. Okay, which one's the west wall? The west wall is this one right here. So I better do the bottom part and then put the corner posts in. So the bottom one is half the distance. So where's this thing right here? So that looks like about half, huh? Let me push it down a little bit more. Yep, right there. Okay. All right. So, my goodness. This one ain't so bad because this one's got 3 doors in it. And I'm going to have to trim the bottom because I made this one a little bit longer, that 1/16 of an inch corner post. Okay. Oh boy, ain't this fun here? I might have went too deep on that one there because I don't have a nothing to go by. There we go. right, now the corner posts. So which corner posts go where? Because I got two thick ones and two thin ones. So, all right, let me look at the directions here. Notch north and south walls. West wall corner post. So this is the west wall. Corner post can now be prepared. Note that the two of these have a deep groove on one side to accommodate the double thickness of the siding and the end doors on the west side of the house. Before gluing the corner post to the end walls, the top must be slanted to match the slant of the roof lines, tops of the end walls. When the corner posts have been cut to fit on the roof lines, they may be glued to the end walls, making sure the deeper grooves are on the proper west side. The bottom ends of the corner posts are to be flush with the bottom edges of the wall. I guess so. So it goes in there like that. And you want me to notch it for the roof line. So I got to bring it up here. And how is the roof on there? Okay, let's do it like this. Figure this like this right here. It might have been easier to do it if we put it on these walls here, huh? So what I'm going to do, I'll notch it like this. Buenos notches. I need the thicker one. That's the profile one. Where's the thick one here? Here we go. Here we go. So we'll do it like this. Now this is where I could have used the thicker one. It moved on me. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that one will go in there like this. Like so. Like that. Building a real house will be easier? No, I don't think so. I'll take these instead of the real house. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get a new glob of glue, but before I get the glob of glue, I'll do the other side, notch the other side. So this one will be like this. Right there. And so this one will be here. All right. I might just put this heavier one back in there because it won't roll on me. This one rolls on me here. Even though I got a notch. Let me get a new one, a bigger one. That one has a notch knocked off of it. I think that's the one I dropped on my toe. Full interior inside. You're a better man than I am, Jeff. That's the part I shy away from, the interior. Now that there's a guy that did the interiors for the DPM kits. Which was nice, but I usually do the floor, but that's about it. Here we go. Let me get all these wood scraps out of the way. Maybe I should save that for the carpenter shop over here, huh? Let me get these small ones here. Man, I got a lot of shavings over here. Look at that. I mean, at HO scale, it's kind of hard to see the interiors unless you light them up real good and have really big windows. Okay, so make sure I get the right ones in the right place. Okay, this one goes this way. And this one will go this way. All right, so let me get some good glue down here. Yeah, this is where you have to use the instructions. All right, so we got a big gluing surface right there. That's the way. I like it. And we'll put this up against a 1, 2, 3 block once I get both of them on there, so we can get them flush with the bottom. Oh man, I got a lot of glue on that one there. Yeah, my 1, 2, 3 block is not big enough, so we'll have to divide it up. Come over here like that, and come on this side like that. And I noticed, I guess I didn't come all the way down with the door. Okay, I gotta put it this way because it's bottom heavy. Okay, there we go. All right. Woo! That was that one. What's next? East wall corner posts. Repeat step 9 for the 5/32 quarter post. Okay, we got to do this over again. So this one here. So we got so is this the same on the inside as the outside? Well, it says it's the same. Okay. So one side is going to go like this. So we'll mark that. Ain't this just fun, huh? So that's the one side, and then we'll do the other side. Get this out of the way so I don't damage it. Alrighty. Oh, what a nice new blade feels like. Makes the cut go a lot easier. All right, so we'll do one going one way. And one going the other way. Like so. Come on. Turn. Where the hell? I ain't gonna get that fixed like that. I'll just put the glue in here and set it in place. Okay. And then this one goes that away. Yep. Scrape it up. All right, there we go. There's the two. Oh, shit, I put it on the wrong side. Why didn't somebody tell me that? I'm looking at the wrong sides. All right, I need more glue here. Yeah, I find photographs and curve them and put them on the inside. Okay, so where are we at here? This way. Let's do this again. Now put it on the correct side of the wall. I wasn't paying attention. It must be getting late. And I'll just do it like this on the bottom. Okay, and then this one goes that away. Okay, there we go. Get that done. Okay, I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this. Because the next step is, let me see what the next step is. I got to probably put them things in there. Yeah, the next step is gluing all these together, and I'm going to wait for this stuff to dry before I glue the four walls together. Because then after I glue the four walls together, then you put the fascia in there. These things right here. So we're going to let that sit, let the glue dry on them things. And Hey, that's it. I'm going to go over to the other side, over to the dark side. Oh my goodness. That's our lesson for today on how to screw things up and not pay attention to what you're doing and put the corner posts on the wrong side. And I'm going to have to get some tape right here before I forget so I don't cut myself, so I can dispose these other blades. That's the old blade. And this blade weren't worth a shit. I don't know why, but cover that up and throw that in the trash. Okay. All right, I'm going to head over to the other room, and we'll see what's going on over there. Okay, here I am over here now. All right, there we go. Let me get a drink. And I didn't realize I could see the scissors in the bottom of the screen. I can see it now. I moved the camera back a little bit further, as far back as I can get it, and I didn't realize that the scissors was in there. Them scissors right there. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Shame on me. You're even going to put interiors into old Revel unbuilt kits. All right, Reggie. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to do the outro here. I'm going to do the long outro. Let me put this up here like that. And the toot, smoke, and gears. And then I might do a little bit over on Rumble Premium. I'd do the after party on Rumble because we got a couple of things on Twitter and X that I'm going to talk about. So let me put this toot, smoke, and gears up. Bunny ears. There you go. We got some rail fans over there. Here we go. Good night, Jeff. Thanks for stopping in. I'll get a video of it.
Water tower.
Yeah, that lumber mill has seen its day. All right. So, all right. Unfortunately, if I go over to Rumble only, it's going to go to Rumble Premium. But on Monday and Friday, when I'm only on Rumble, I could do the after party. But unfortunately, right now, since I'm a premium creator, if I shut off YouTube, it will shut off Rumble, regular Rumble also, and go to premium. So I'm going to, thanks for coming over on Rumble. But if you're not a premium member, you're going to just see the little blurred out thing and say, join me on Rumble Studio, Rumble Premium. So let me see this thing over here so we can switch over. But I'll do this again on Monday and Friday, and that way it won't go over to the premium stuff. Where's my premium thingy here? All right, so we're going to go over to Rumble Premium now.